we asked Lily about this a little bit. It seems like it would be a delicate balance to strike, and it would take time to develop relationships such that you and Lily seem, I mean, genuinely very close, but yet genuinely want to beat each other. And that's, I mean, we've seen that in other sports with other athletes, but still, how does that even happen?
Hi. Yeah, it definitely has a lot of layers to it for sure. But at the end of the day, I see how hard she works every day and she sees me doing the exact same work. So at the end of the day, I know how much she deserves it. And, I hope she feels the same way about me. And so to see her swim so well at trials and just get all of the accolades that she deserves, she works for those. And I see it every single day. And we have a great dynamic. I think it's really, really helpful that she tends more towards the 50 and the 100 breast, and I trend towards the 200 breast a little bit more. I think that definitely helps the competitive dynamic of the relationship a lot. But at the end of the day, again, like I see her work so hard every day. I push her every day. She pushes me every day. And so to see her success pay off and all of her hard work pay off, I'm genuinely happy for her.
There, did that take time to develop? I mean, was there, I don't know, occasional friction or, spoken or unspoken at the beginning, or did you guys hit it off right away?
Well, so I didn't really know her super well before I got here. We knew of each other and we swam against each other, but her career was kind of taking off as mine was at what I thought was ending back in 2016, 2015. So we didn't really have that much overlap when the two of us were both in college. But we're both very, very competitive, and it's a very competitive environment here at IU. But one thing that I love so much about this place is that, which, to be surprisingly isn't all that common, is that we all genuinely want each other to do well and to succeed, because this is one of the hardest places to train in the world. And so to see all of us go through this hard work every single day, every single person who trains here deserves success. So it's pretty easy to overlook that, especially when, she has pushed me every single day to be the athlete that I am today physically in the water. And I hope she feels the same way too.
Michael Pegram.
Yeah, just missing the 100. Is there a silver lining in that you can really concentrate on the 200, maybe not have to do as much speed work in your training the next few weeks?
Yeah, I don't think my training will change, to be honest. I think it'll stay the same because my 200's been great with the training I'm doing now. So why fix it if it's not broken, kind of thing. And I do think that there's some value in training speed because obviously, in my 200, my strength is, the back half of the race. So if we can improve that front half and keep the back half the same, obviously, it's a pretty good combination for a good swim. So I won't be changing my training whatsoever just because I only made the 200. It's a big bummer. I won't lie. I had the swim of my life in the 100 breast, and it just ended up being third in the world to two people from my country. So that was a really tough pill to swallow, especially with, the year being postponed. I really thought I was set up to make the team, this time last year in both the breaststroke events. But you know what? That's the name of the game. And I put myself on the team, the 200. I was able to turn around from some anger and disappointment and put myself on the team. So you know what, I can focus on the 200 now, which is my best event. It's my favorite event, and I'm the most confident in it. So yeah.
Dustin?
You mentioned at the top saying something about when you arrived at Indiana, you started training in Indiana, you felt like your career was coming to a close. I guess what made you first decide to start training in Indiana anyways? That's not where you did your undergrad. What made you decide to do that? And how do you think that's revitalized your career? How did that all come together?
Yeah, so I actually retired in 2016 after I did not make the Rio Olympic team. And I took a year off of swimming, and I, had finished my collegiate career just a few months before the Olympic trials in 2016. And to be honest, professional swimming in 2016, even 5 years ago, is not what it is now. It wasn't really common for someone of my stature. I was still on the national team, but I wasn't that person that was primed to make the team. So it wasn't really like common for someone of my place in the sport to really go professional. But, I came back to the sport. I got back in shape. I tried it out here for a week, just visiting a friend who was also a post grad here at the time, and decided like the best breaststrokers in the world train here. Like if I am going to do this, like I need to do it right. I need to put 110% into it, and I need to leave the sport again with absolutely no regrets, knowing I've done everything I could. So I moved here to train with the best in the world.
All right, we'll wrap up with Andy Ross.
Hi, Annie. Since we've had some time to digest from what happened at the Olympic trials, a lot of people have said that your 200 breast was one of their favorite moments of Olympic trials. So what does that mean to you that your story has impacted so many people?
I just see it as something that happened to me, and sure, it looks like a very inspirational story, and it probably is. But the thing that it probably hits the closest to home to me is that I hope it just touches someone else who's been through what I've been through. The thing that I've taken the most out of the last few months is the community of people that have been through what I've been through the last couple months, that are my age and are a little bit further ahead of me in, the grieving process. And so that's been something that I've taken away from it. And so to be able to represent those people and show everyone that, you can still accomplish great things while, grieving a loss or going through a really hard time. I just really hope I can be that representation for those people.